Hello, good evening, friends. Once again, welcome to today's topic. So, I'm discussing topic that is food insecurity. The article has come today in Pioneer newspaper, right? So, before that, let me share some disclaimer. So, friends, in this channel, I'm going to discuss articles from the Hindu, Telangana Today, Financial Express, and Pioneer. So, small intro about myself, friends. I'm G Satya, right? I'm an author and coach. You can find some books on Amazon. I'm an ex UPSC aspirant, and a small disclaimer and a request for all of you, that is, if you find value from this channel, you can consider following me. Thank you so much. Right. So now we see some of the important points from the article directly. So this is the article. Let me zoom some more. Yes. So this is the title, friends. So straight away they are mentioning there are some of the geopolitical rivalries, economic uncertainties, and environmental degradation, such as are concerned for the food security. So we will see some of the important points from this. So in the paragraph, so these are the burning challenges for the world, like cyber fraud, widespread corruption, and transnational terrorism, and weapons of mass destruction. Apart from that, some wars like Ukraine Russia war, West Asian crisis. So for that, including environmental degradation, growing frequency of natural disaster, all are threat to the food security. So here they have mentioned definition of food security by the FAO, right? Then so they are mentioned some of the statistics globally. How many people are lack adequate food? 789 million. Then micronutrient deficiency. How many people are there? 2.4 billions. These are the some of the important stats to write the main answers. So try to write somewhere else and recollect them. Then they are mentioning five key dimensions with respect to the food security. We will see in detail. Then what are the strategic goals? There are one goal is straight away goal, and another one is the another two are the STG 2, STG 6 and 12. So they are complementary goals, right? That they mentioned. Then they went for the some of the zero hunger challenge, and what they mentioned apart from the these key activities from the history. And when it comes to that are the global things. When it comes to like Brundtland report they quoted. When it comes to India, we have ICAR and we have IARI Institute under ICAR to promotion of food security and agriculture productivity. So state of Indian government giving solutions like encouraging biotechnology and promoting GMOs. So or like this, the author has mentioned that are the key points. So to counter this food insecurity, we need to improve biotechnology, and if there are any biotechnology challenges, that we need to counter that, right? So that is the one thing. Likewise, and if you see, so here biotechnology challenges like divide between the rich and poor countries. That is the one, and indigenous food industry survival. That is another challenge for the biotechnology growth. So finally, like this, he has completely mentioned various aspect of the article. Now we will move to original original platform, that is some structure. Yes, let me open that one. Friends, I hope it is visible for you. Yes. So this is our pattern, right? So this is our pattern. So right. So why it is news? Yes, friends. So you have seen in the newspaper. Why in news? Anybody can comment. So friends, nowadays, as per article, so we are facing some of the global challenges like cyber crime, right? So cyber crime and geopolitical tensions. Geopolitical tensions. You can quote Russia-Ukraine war, Russia-Ukraine war, West Asian, West Asia conflicts, right? That is the another thing, right? These are the common challenges we are facing nowadays, and these lead to, right? So these lead to, apart from this, these lead to for our economic uncertainties due to supply chains. So economic uncertainties and environmental degradation, environmental degradation, climate change issues, climate change issues, right? Natural disasters, natural disasters, right? Agriculture practices, agriculture practices, and growing population, growing population, right? So anything else, friends? So these are the challenges, these are the causes for the food insecurity. These lead to the food insecurity, right? So this is one thing we need to keep in mind. But now we move to some of the background, like we can discuss definition for the food security as per FAO. So what FAO is saying about food security? So food security means all people at all times have physical and economic access to sufficient and safe nutritious food. So food security defines as, so all people at all times, at all times have access to, have access to, access to physical as well as economic access, have economic access. All people would have economic access to, for what? They should have sufficient food. They should have sufficient, and that food should be safe and nutritious food. Friends, I hope it is easy to remember the definition of food security. So food security defined as the all people at all times have access to physical as well as economic access to safe and sufficient and nutritious food. That is the definition given by the FAO. Right, friends? So here we see some of the statistics regarding to food insecurity. So till now, if we observe, as per global numbers, 789 millions is approximately 78.9 crores people, people, they don't have, they don't have adequate food, or they have inadequate food, right? We can quote these statistics. And if we observe 2.4 billions, 2.4 billion, almost 240 crores. 2.4 billion means 240 crore people are suffering with the micronutrient deficiency. Micronutrient deficiencies. So these are the important statistics. if you want to quote in the mains examination, you can use these statistics, right? So now we see in the article they mentioned 5 key elements with respect to food insecurity or food security. So what are the 5 key elements, right? So food availability, it means everybody, our supply of food should be very good. As the demand increases, the supply should be available. So it talks about the supply of food, right? So food should be available for all people who are demanding. And price volatility. So price volatility, right? So it should be affordable. It should be available and it should be affordable at lower prices. Understand? Inclusive access. So inclusive access means that food should be accessible for the all the people. Inclusive access. That food should be accessible for the all areas of the world. All areas of world, irrespective of their income and rich and poor countries like this. So proper utilization. So next one is the we should we should take that food which is quality. So just eating less quality food is not good. So as per definition, 5 elements that food whatever you are eating that should be high quality and safe consumption. And stability. So another important element, that is stability. So the food should be consistent. So available now and not available for tomorrow, that is not good. So these are the 5 elements what we should ensure with respect to food insecurity. If these are not meeting, then we can directly say if food is not available, that is food insecurity. Price is very volatile and it is not affordable, the people are suffering for the food insecurity. Like this we can mention, right? So yes, now we move to what happen if we have good food security. So we are moving to the third dimension, that is generally we talk about positives here. So when it comes to food insecurity, there are negatives. That's why we are talking about food security. If there is a food security, we are thinking about negative direction. If there is a food security, what we should ensure? So friends, if we observe, so here we can straight away address SDG 2. We have achieved SDG 2. If there is a food security, we almost achieved one of the biggest goal, that is SDG 2. Right. So we can mention that one. And economic growth. So how food security helps for the economic growth? In advantage, every time I'm mentioning economic growth, friends, I'm relating economic growth. Economy is the must. So friends, economy is the must, I'm telling. Right. So if there is no economy, there is no history, friends. Like this one, quotation is there. So right now I am not correctly remembering that one. So that is a beautiful terms. They mentioned a relation between economy and history there. Uh, from there, they are mentioning some of the culture like this. That is the quote is very beautiful. So if I get some opportunity in some other articles, I will discuss with you. So move to the topic. So how food security helps us to improve this economic growth. So food security means agriculture should be good stage, right? So that should follow the sustainable practices, and productivity will be increases, right? So food supply, and finally creating the jobs, right? So agriculture, if it is good, there will be some of the jobs like supply chain jobs and direct agriculture jobs that will help you. Finally we can move to the GDP enhancement. So that's why you can relate this point. So if we have food security, we can ensure there is a social stability, right? So we can ensure social stability. We can overcome instability and inequalities. We can address inequalities in the society and conflicts. We can overcome conflicts. So finally achieving the social stability and peace. Any advantages with respect to this food security? So if you want to achieve, there should be some global cooperation. So global cooperation, there should be good. So geopolitical tension can decrease. So that is the geopolitical tensions, one of the beautiful thing. So likewise, we can write our views in the advantage. Next comes our important topic, that is challenges. So what are the challenges existing in achieving food security, right? So just now we are discussing, main thing is many challenges we have discussed in the introduction, like if you see environmental challenges, so climate change, global warming, finally leading to agriculture disaster, so finally leading to food insecurity. That is one thing. And second thing is, right, so if you take economic inequalities, right, so low income people, they are suffering in attaining food security. Economic inequalities, one of the challenge we can mention. So geopolitical tensions, right now we have discussed geopolitical tensions. Whatever we have discussed in the top, all you can write in the in this paragraph. Let me go through there. We have discussed multiple points right here. So in the starting, so economic uncertainty, these are the things: natural disasters, agriculture product practices, growing population, and geopolitical issues. Everything you can quote in these challenges, right? So when it comes to there is a solution, we can trying to achieve that solution, that is biotechnology. So even biotechnology challenges you can quote. So in the article, author quoted beautifully. Right, so biotechnological challenges, so what are the existing? So if we mismatch the management of biotechnology, so rich and poor countries, there is a widening of gap between the two countries, widening of gap, right? So unwanted risks there are existing in biotechnology if not properly used. So friends, in the gene therapy video, I have discussed some more challenges with respect to biotechnology, and you can check there, right? So yes, so is there any challenge, other challenge? So policy gaps, being a bureaucrat, you need to code this one. There are some policy gaps. So like this we can code at least 4 to 5 points. Now we move to government role. So what the governments are doing if there is a challenge in the society, hmm, that we should look into the matter. So friends, if we see both global as well as national, we will see. So what are the things we are doing? So friends, if we observe in the government role, so we have SDGs. SDG 2 is talking about zero hunger and elimination of malnutrition, and everything it is talking. SDG 2 and complementary goals like SDG 6, it is the water, clean water and waste management, everything it is talking. And SDG 12 is the another complementary goal. It is the consumption and production patterns, how we are consuming our food, how we are producing, like this and that. Consumption and production patterns it is discussing. So we are, all countries are abiding by these SDGs. So that you can take. When it comes to history, friends, in 1987, Brundtland report. So Brundtland report, very very important. It is talking about sustainable practices in everywhere, whether it may be agriculture, some other thing, sustainable practices. So you can quote. Then in 2012, we have Zero Hunger Challenge as call given by the Ban Ki-moon. So Ban Ki-moon, UN Secretary General. So Zero Hunger Challenge. So that says we should eliminate the hunger by 2030. So that is the another important points. When it comes to, right, so in the global practices, we are aligning with the SDG goals which are relevant to the food policies. At the same time, we are collaborating with the global bodies. So collaboration with the global bodies. Which are the global bodies relevant, like Food and Agriculture, FAO, and World Bank. So we are collaborating with, these are the global things. When it comes to national things, like India, what our government has taken some of the initiatives to address this food insecurity or to achieve food security. So friends, we have Indian Agriculture Research Institute. So Indian Agriculture Research Institute under the ICAR. So this is the research institute, right? So it is doing some of the research for the productivity of the crops. So if crops grow, finally we can achieve a lot of food. So that's why achieving food security is one of the main goal of IARA. And second thing, our government is giving importance to the biotechnology. Like it is promoting genetic engineering. And if you see BT cotton, some of the golden rice, these are the biotechnology initiatives taken by the government of India to address these food insecurity. Got it. So now we move to another heading, that is views. Being an aspirant, how your views should be there. What are your views? So be a realistic. You can talk about the realistic things. So you can mention gaps, whether it may be a policy gaps or funding gaps. You can talk infrastructure gaps. Any gaps are there, being a realistic, and you can talk about these uh, realistic things. What are happening in the global, like geopolitical tensions, you can take about it, and economic disparities and economic uncertainties, because Trump is coming. So that's why you can talk about economic uncertainties in the world. Like this, you can quote about being a optimist. You can talk about from the realistic to optimistic. You can change your views. So growing importance to biotechnology, which can address the potential challenges of this food security, and being a environmental and sustainable advocate, envy advocate, giving importance to sustainable practices in agriculture. You can talk about those things, giving sustainable agri practices. Like this, you can give your views. Finally, come to balanced conclusion. Our question or essay should be concluded in a balanced way with respect to this topic. So friends, we can link with the intro to, so try to link with the intro to some of the balanced conclusion. So we can talk like this. So being geopolitical rivalries existing in the world, as well as we can talk about some of the challenges what we have discussed there. So we can achieve food security, we can give the optimistic view. We can achieve food security by following or by leveraging, by leveraging biotech and global cooperation. So anything else you want to talk? Yes. Aligning with the SDGs. So like this, we can conclude in a balanced way. So friends, this is the overall concept what we have discussed. I hope you got some of the key points, right? So now we move to another topic, another session in this topic. So that is Q&A sessions as well as previous year mains questions we discuss here. So friends, if we see, these are the previously asked questions relevant to this topic. So what are the challenges and opportunities for food processing in India, and how it can made more inclusive and efficient? So this is a slightly beyond our topic. It is like a look like a bouncer. If we learn this topic, when the question comes like this, it is a bouncer for us. So second question, what are the major factors responsible for making rice wheat based cropping system unsustainable in India? Suggest measures to make unsustainable. So like this is also like some of the bouncer question. How can biotechnology help improve the living standards of farmer? Right? Discuss role in ensuring food security. So friends, here you can we have learned some of the concepts with respect to food security. So we know the definition as per the FAO, right? So you can quote that one, and five elements of this food insecurity are that you can quote, right? So when it comes to biotechnology, they are mentioning how biotechnology improving living standards of farmer. So you can talk about pest resistant or like BD cotton, BD brinjal, right? So that one, and with respect to living standards, means living standard means they should the farmer should be in the profit. So how biotechnology helping to get farmers profit? So that you need to mention, right? So think about this topic. So there is like biotechnology mentioning uh, organic organic things, and something you can mention to help the farmers. When it comes to next question, India's food processing sector has immense potential to bridge gap between farm and market, critically examined. So this is the bouncer question. It is not a relevant to topic, slightly beyond the topic. See the another question. What are the various challenges faced by the Indian agriculture sector? So friends, it is a general question. What is the challenges faced by the Indian agriculture sector? So you can talk like many challenges are there with respect to agriculture. See, we can mention various sectors like so finance. So many farmers are getting loans from the they are getting unorganized loans. Finally, they are in the debt trap. So that you can talk about, and you can talk about monsoon and MSP. There is no sufficient MSP, and high cost of input, high cost of inputs like from seeds to everything, fertilizers. It is a costliest thing, right? So these are the things you can mention slightly. Then how technology help in overcoming these challenges to ensure food security. So for technology, like by technology, you can talk about this. So when it comes to finance, and there is a no role. When it comes to monsoon, there is there is a no chance of this one. But when it comes to these high cost input cost like seeds and fertilizers and pest, we can help to achieve some of the better results, right friends? So if you have your thoughts, you can mention below the video. I try to read your answer. So now we move to some of the questions previously asked with reference to sustainable development goals. Which of the following is correct? Are correct. So SDGs were proposed in first in the 1972 Global Conference on Human Environment in Stockholm. SDGs have to be achieved by 2030. Yes, this is correct. SDGs aim to end poverty, yes, hunger, and promote sustainable development and combat. Yes, friends, this is the correct. So here two are correct and this is not correct. So the answer would be 2, 3. So Global Hunger Index is released by which of the following organization? Friends, FAO, World Food Program, Concern Worldwide, and Wealth and UNDP. So friends, the answer is Concern Worldwide and Wealth Hunger. So see the next question. India National Food Security Act contains following statement. So the act provides for establishment of National Food Commission. Pregnant women and lactating mothers are entitled to take home ration of 1600 calories per during pregnancy and after the 6 months. And 75% of rural population and 50% of urban population are entitled to receive subsidized food under targeted PDS. So friends, what is your opinion and what is your views? So I hope this is not correct. The calorie is something that is also not correct. Number changed. So the answer would be third one. So again, same. National Food Security Act, which are true regarding. So provides legal right to subsidize the food grains to two-thirds of population. It provides nutritional support to pregnant women and lactating mothers. It provides food security allowances in case of non-supply of food. Yes, friends. Is there is any legal right to subsidize food under grains for two-thirds of population? So friends, I'm thinking these are correct and check yourself. If it is not correct, let me know in the chat box. Yes, friends. Yeah. Friends, I hope you have enjoyed the session. If you have any doubts, let me know in the chat. Otherwise, we will meet. Yeah, someone mentioned. Hi, sir. Yeah. So, friends, we will meet in the next session. See you there. Thank you so much for watching.